Attacks against our water systems, that is the warning from several government entities to municipalities after as many as 7 states were attacked by cyber hacks. That happened this week alone. Fox 4's Sean Rabb in our newsroom with his reporting tonight. Sean.
Yeah, this is a big story and potentially kind of dangerous as well for all of us. Let me tell you why. Reports say that the attacks are likely Iranian actors from inside their country. The U.S. infrastructure a constant target. This week, our water supply and wastewater treatment plants. More than 30 of the cyber attacks aimed at water systems in Minnesota alone. The online attack of devices that connect water systems and wastewater treatment facilities controls to the internet. So easily it can be handled with remote management and more. FBI, EPA, and Cyber Infrastructure Security Agency all sending alerts to municipalities nationwide warning about malicious cyber actors hacking water and wastewater systems, disrupting control of those systems, changing passwords and IP addresses, but to this point, not impacting water safety. Now, Ian Marlowe is founder and CEO of global cybersecurity company Phytech.
When someone has access to a multiple of those devices in an area, if they have changed the passwords and changed access, that means that they could actually, divert or alter, the serviceability of those locations, which are all absolutely a concern. And those loopholes, those access points need to be cut off.
And Ian Marlowe says local, state, and even federal government wanes in replacing and updating infrastructure hardware, internet connections, or the firewalls that protect them. And that's what and how utilities can be left compromised for cyber attacks.
Basically, we will have types of technology that may linger for a certain number of years and have what we call an open port or an open access. Over time, the assumption is they're making the changes, but the truth is not everybody has gotten there yet, and they need to move faster.
Need to move faster. And he says with this swath of attacks happening and with the vulnerable devices identified, many municipalities should move to take those offline and make changes as soon as possible. Now, some of the same things that you have to do to protect or try to protect yourself from online threats at home, that's what has to be done by municipalities and water systems. Changing passwords, making sure they're both complex and unique, mixing vowels, consonant, numbers, and symbols.
Great tips. Sean, thank you.
All right.
The U.S. launched a new air campaign against Iran overnight. The U.S. and Iran have traded attacks across the Strait of Hormuz following an attempted attack on an American airbase in Jordan. Add to that the suspicion that Iran is increasing its cyber attacks on U.S. targets, and that is raising concern here at home.
Is the Iranians trying to go after the American people where we live. Everyone, and it's everywhere from Minnesota to Texas, needs to be on high alert because we don't know what's here.
Oil tankers remained in Iran's sights, with the country claiming to have hit 2 tankers passing through the region. Experts say the attacks will continue to bring issues with oil supply around the world.